Hey guys, so things are going to be a little bit different today. I've been wanting to do some meal prep for several weeks now, and I just want to make some meals to go in the freezer. And I've been on track to losing weight. In fact, I've already lost 7 pounds. So that's been a whole journey for me and a long time coming. I had to do a lot of healing before I could do that. So these meals I've already kind of tracked. I use an app called Chronometer, which is just like a calorie tracking app, and I use it. It'll track micronutrients as well as macronutrients, and I just use the free version. So I've got some meat thawing out on the counter here, and I've got some ground beef and some chicken. I'm going to start preparing I'm going to make sweet and sour meatballs first, I think, with some rice. And I'm just going to use these like black meal prep containers, and we'll see how many meals this gets us. My big goal with these meals is to have enough protein in them. I've been eating a high protein diet for a really long time now, and it is really good and healing for the body. So whenever I typed these meals into my app that I was telling you about, I just made sure of the right serving size so I can get enough protein. And then I'll add carbs and stuff to them as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get an apron on, and then some gloves since we'll be touching all the meat and stuff. Normally I don't wear gloves, but I have some out because I still have Band-Aids on my fingers and I don't want to get meat and gunk in those. So grab an apron. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove on medium. And so typically, if you've made meatballs before, you add in like breadcrumbs, egg, so it all binds together. I think I might just do straight beef because I'm going to add the sweet and sour sauce to it. And Aldi sells a sweet and sour sauce that does not have soy in it. If you don't know, I have a mild soy allergy, so I'm going to be putting that in that. It's not the cleanest thing as far as ingredients go, but it's really not that bad either, so I'll be adding that. I'm waiting on somebody to come take a look at my air conditioner, so hopefully they don't call in the middle of all this. We'll see. Melt a little bit of butter. Okay, I still have some more to roll up, but that's all that'll fit in the pan right now. So I'm going to get a lid for these, and then I'm going to start on the rice. Got about a cup there. I'm just going to let it toast in the butter, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of water. Right, the rice was toasty enough to my liking, so I added the 2 cups of water, and now I'm just going to cover it and let it boil, and then once it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it down to low for like 20 minutes or so. Alrighty, so now I'm going to get started on making some roasted potatoes because my other meal that I'm prepping is going to be chicken and roasted potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and set my oven to 450. I like to use my Pampered Chef stoneware that I thrifted for this because it gets them nice and crispy. And I'll probably make a little bit extra because I'll probably have some for lunch as well as one of the meats. I'll probably have a combination of whatever I make for lunch today. So, alrighty, I just rinsed some red potatoes off and I'm gonna get to chopping them, throw them in a bowl. Oh, one hit the floor. These do have some bad spots on them, so I'll be cutting those off. I wanted to make mention that the sweet and sour sauce does taste better on chicken and pork in mine and my husband's opinion, but it tastes fine on beef, so, and I don't have any ground pork right now, or ground chicken for that matter, and to make it stick to chicken breast, if you make like a homemade chicken nugget kind of thing, so if it's lightly battered, then the sauce will stick to chicken really well, but I didn't want to batter it for this, so. Alright, all the potatoes are done and cut. Move this out of the way. We might need this later for the chicken. Okay, as far as seasoning the potatoes go, it's really simple. I add some avocado oil. I'm going to add some seasoned salt. I'm going to add a good bit of it because this is a good bit of potatoes. My rice was overflowing, so I went ahead and turned it off. Okay, those are all mixed well together now. Try to spread them out as evenly as possible. And then these are going to bake for about 30 minutes or until they're crispy. Okay, so the meatballs are looking done. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the ones I took out earlier that were finished. And we're gonna add the sauce. If I can get it open. There we go. I'm not going to let it simmer in the sauce because I want this to be as cool as possible before it goes into the freezer. And I think I'm still going to scoop it into the containers warm. I just don't want to, like, I already cut the heat off because I don't want it to keep bubbling. Okay. It's looking good. Now, as far as veggies go for this meal prep, what I'm probably going to do is add frozen veggies to it because I was thinking if I'm going to put them in the freezer, there's no point in cooking frozen vegetables, I don't think, because it should just be able to steam in the microwave along with the rest of it. And I'm not going to be microwaving it in the plastic containers. I just don't have enough glass containers. So I think I'm going to add like frozen broccoli, and I might not have enough frozen broccoli to use for all of the meals. So I think we're going to go ahead and scoop it up, and then I'll add in the frozen veggies. Starting with 3 meatballs per thing, and then I'm gonna add one more each time. See where that lands us. I didn't count how many meatballs I was making in my app. I logged 5, and it got me more than enough protein. But if I don't get 5 here and I just get 4, that'll be totally fine. There's a tiny meatball there, and one of them will have, actually 2 of them will have 5, but some of those will just be tiny. Okay, I'm gonna add the sauce. Trying to get this pan as clear as possible because I would cook the chicken in it and don't really want to have to wash it in between. It's okay if I do though. Alright, so now we got the rice. You can season the rice. I didn't season the rice because the sauce is really flavorful and it's bound to get on there a little bit anyway. So, and I don't know how much rice this is gonna land me with. So I'm gonna try to get enough in each one. I don't think it's quite gonna be a 1 cup portion. It might be a half a cup, which is fine. So I don't think I've said it yet, but I also wanted to do breakfast versions of these, and I have some turkey bacon and some eggs that I want to do, and then I'll probably not add a carb to it because that's going to change a lot depending on what I want for breakfast. Like if I want fruit or like a bagel or something, and that's something that's easy enough to fix that I shouldn't have to do anything with. Okay, so it's looking like each one's going to get about a half cup of rice, which is pretty good. So I might actually go back in my app and change what the portion sizes ended up being, because they ended up being a little bit smaller than I initially logged. So, and that'll just help me keep on track with protein and stuff. All right. Some hot rice. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with water just so that it's a little bit easier to clean later. This is all of the frozen broccoli I have left, so I might have to pick another veggie to go in these as well. Oh. And I need to make sure that the lid can still close. Put that broccoli over there since that one's not getting any. I think the other ones are going to get frozen peas. I can just add a little bit of water when I go to reheat it to help these cook a little bit better. Okay, y'all, I've got the chicken cooking up. I'm just going to add maybe some paprika, salt, pepper, shredded Parmesan cheese, maybe a few other things, and just pan fry it like this in the skillet. I'm using the same skillet. I cleaned it out best I could without actually washing it. And the potatoes are almost done. In fact, let me turn that off and they can just continue to cook until the chicken's done. I didn't thaw out that much chicken breast. In fact, it might only be enough for 2 meal preps and then part of my lunch today. So, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm sweating. But like I said, my AC is out. Thank goodness it's not super hot. We've had a lot of rain from the hurricane. So, but anyway, so I'm also going to add frozen peas or green beans to this. Or what I might do is just only put chicken and potatoes in it, and then when it comes time for me to eat it, just have like a canned vegetable with it or something. I might do that instead. I'm not 100% sure, and pretty soon I'll get started on the breakfast. So the chicken is still cooking over there. It'll be done in a couple of minutes. The potatoes are done. They look and smell delicious. I'm going to use the same bowl. There's just a little bit of oil and seasoning in it to the potatoes were in this. I'm just going to crack some eggs in here. We're going to scramble some eggs, and then I've got this yummy turkey bacon. Actually, I've never had this before. Found it at Sam's Club. It looks really good, so I'm going to use that, and I'll probably do about 2 eggs and 2 slices of turkey bacon per meal thing. So I'm going to get my trash can. Actually, let me count how many eggs I have in this tray right here. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it's an odd number. It's okay, I might get another one out. I have 2 egg trays in my refrigerator. I'm probably actually just going to stick with 11 eggs and see where that lands us, since they're going to be scrambled anyway. I think the chicken's done, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off, let it cool a little bit. Not very many will fit in the pan at the same time, so, but I'm pretty sure these are fully cooked, so just have to brown them. All right, while we're waiting on those to brown, we're gonna go ahead and work on filling up these with chicken. Okay, that should be good, and then this will be my lunch along with the potatoes. Okay, that seems to be a good amount. Well, the turkey bacon started falling apart. This is the first batch. It really doesn't look like 4 pieces, so don't know where I went wrong there. So I don't know where I went wrong there, but I added a little bit of butter to the pan this time, so hopefully they won't stick so bad, because my intention is to put the scrambled eggs in the same pan afterwards. So I'm hoping to not ruin the pan. This is the pan from earlier, but that sauce we used was pretty sticky. So I'm just trying to brown these up. And then I'm going to keep adding the turkey bacon to the trays as it cooks. And then once I'm all done with turkey bacon, then I'll start on the eggs. Alright, there's a ton of turkey bacon in here. In fact, I think I've only used half of it so far. It's a huge pack, so I think I'm just going to save the rest, do something else with it, because it's more eggs than I want to make and more meals than I have room for in my freezer. So I just realized I ran out of containers. For breakfast containers, I only have 3. So I just added extra turkey bacon to them. So these are going to be pretty big breakfasts. I have this one, but there's a chip in it. I don't even think I'm going to use it. I need to just recycle that one. So I'm just going to scramble up the eggs. I got some butter melting in that pan. And I'm hoping these aren't too many eggs for that size pan. Alright, y'all, that's everything. I'm really excited about what we got accomplished today, and I have a plate back there of a little bit of chicken, turkey bacon, and potatoes for my lunch, so that'll be great. This was pretty fun. I really like the meals. that I came up with, and these are probably cool enough to put in the freezer. These are not. You can probably still see the steam. If y'all have any other meal ideas that would be great for this, drop them down below. I'd love to hear them. I might even, I might use them because I'm sure that I'll need more ideas if this goes well. And I really like prepping lunches because lunches and breakfast, because a lot of times whenever I get ready in the morning, I just want to go. I don't want to stop and cook for myself and make a huge mess. So I think this will help a lot. So anyway, I'll see y'all next time, and thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.